Hey Lead Ninjas, I'm Eric Transu with Real Estate Lead Ninjas, the creator of Reply Ninja AI, a system created to help even non-techie agents and lenders easily generate real estate leads by launching Facebook ads with just a few clicks, following up and booking appointments with them 24/7 using AI assistance so that you can actually enjoy your life while still closing deals. You won't see any fancy production on my channel, just no fluff videos showing you what's working for me and the agents and lenders I help. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a basic Facebook ad that you can use to generate buyer and seller leads in your area. Stick around to the end, and I'll show you how to create the same ad in Reply Ninja without even having to go into the Facebook ads interface. I'll also show you how to connect a bot to your ad so that you can feel confident that any leads you generate are being followed up with, whether you are available or not. So let's start off. So the first thing that we want to do when creating our ad is create the image for the ad, okay? So I like to use Canva for this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to head over to Canva. Canva is a free tool. There is a paid version of this that will do some cool things like remove backgrounds and stuff like that. But you can do pretty much anything I'm going to show you with the free tool. Now, there's three different types of images I like to use for this homes list ad. One of them is a map version. So just a map with pin drops on it showing the homes available in an area. The second one is just the image of a home. If you have access to a listing, either your own or one that you could use from another agent or a broker in your office, go ahead and use that. And the last one would be a collage. If you could get 4 different homes and use a combination of those 4. So how I would do that is I'm just going to go to create a design. I'm going to type in Facebook ad here. And I like to use the square one, guys. So sometimes if you don't see it here, you could just go to Instagram post, and you will see a square one here. So you could go ahead and use that. When you use the Facebook ad one, it's a little bit of a different dimension than a square. You're more than welcome to use that. I always suggest you test things out, but currently I'm seeing the best results with the square image. Okay. So let's start with the map image. If we wanted to create the map image, what I would do is use either your brokerage website if you have an IDX from your brokerage, or just search for one in your local area. So let's use KV Core. So I have a KV Core website. There's also Real Scout is another good one here, but I'm going to let's do Real Scout actually. I'm going to just go to my Real Scout site. And I'm going to, let me log out of this. I'm logged in as another agent currently, but let me log out of this. Okay, so you see on this right side here now, we've got a area with a map here and different plots on that map. So what I'm going to do, let's say we're going to create this one for Long Beach. Oops, I didn't want to click on that listing. I'm just going to zoom in on this map into the Long Beach area. Okay, and so right here. And this will refresh as I move around. So I'm just going to do something like this. Okay. And then what you'll need to do is take a screenshot of this. I am on a Mac, so that is built in. If you are not on a Mac, you could download this plugin for Chrome called Awesome Screenshot. So I'm going to use that just in case you are not on a Mac. And I'm going to do selected area, and then I am just going to draw on this map here. So I'll make it big because we could crop things out later if we want. Let's do something like this. Okay. And then I'm just going to say capture. And then this is going to, once I click done, it's going to allow me to download this image. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and download this image. And I'll just save it on my downloads folder. Now when we go back into Canva, okay, so we go back to Canva here, we're going to go to uploads on this left side, and I'm going to do upload a file. And I'm going to select that one that we just created. That's going to pull in here. You'll see a loading bar here. Once it's done, we could drag it over here, and I could snap it right into this box here. And now you've got a homes, or a list of homes, right? A map photo with a list of homes. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this here. And I'm just going to remove that. The second one I said is just a home, so you would just do the same thing, upload a home file or a picture of a home from your computer. I'm just going to use a stock photo here rather than upload one, so I'm just going to do home. And I'm going to grab one that's going to fit the square better, so probably this one, maybe not. Let's see. So the dimensions on this one aren't going to work very well. So what you could do, there's a couple things you could do. You could just make it fit here. and then add some text. It says list of homes in area with a box down here, or just find one that fits better. So I'm going to do that just for this example here. Let me just see if I could find and I like to use the front of a home, guys. I won't use any interior shots of a home. Try to use the front of a property if you can. So let's take this one for example. This one should probably work. Okay, so then we have a photo of the front of a home. And then the last one I said was the collage. So let's duplicate this one more time just to show you that example. I'm going to delete this out of here. In this case, we're going to need a frame. Believe it, actually not a frame, I'm sorry. Let me go back. We want a grid. Grid. And I'm going to say see all here, and we just want the one that has the 4. Okay, so just cut into 4. So if I scroll down here, it should be right here. Pull that over. And then you could grab your images of homes or interiors of homes or whatever you're using. I would stick to the front of the home, but you could do whatever you want. Obviously, we will always test these out. So, you could come here, like I said, these don't fit great. I'm just showing you an example of properties here. Okay. So something like that. Obviously, I would make those fit a little bit better and spend a little bit more time on those. For this example, though, I'm just going to download this map one to use for later. So I'm going to do share, and I'm going to say download here, and then I only want to select the map. So I'm going to unselect everything else and just select the map to download. And I am then going to go ahead and click download, and I'm going to name that map Long Beach. Okay, so now we have an image to use. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to go and create our ad. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your Facebook Ads Manager. If you haven't created one yet, just go to business.facebook.com, create one for yourself. If you haven't done that previously, I will create other videos for this. I have a school group. I will link it down below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this someplace else like Facebook, Instagram, just message me. I'll get you that link. If you're watching this on school, obviously you already have the link because you are in here watching it. Now, how we're going to create the ad. We're just going to go here. We're going to click this green button and click create ad. What we want is an ad that's going to generate leads. So I'm going to create or click leads right here. I'm then going to click continue, and you've got recommended settings and manual leads campaign. I like to do manual leads campaign. I'm going to click continue here, and it's going to take me to the ads interface to create this ad. So my campaign name here is going to be Long Beach Homes List. Okay, I run a lot of these, so I usually put the date in there as well so I know when I started it, but if it's just keeping it simple, Long Beach Homes List will work. Categorize your ad. You need to select a category, guys, if you are running real estate ads, so make sure you select housing here so you don't get yourself in trouble. Countries, I'm just going to show this to the United States, so I'm going to leave that the same, or leave that as is, and then I'm just going to click next down here and not change anything else on this section here. Next is our ad set name. My ad set is going to be Long Beach Open. So ad set is going to be who are you targeting. A lot of people will tell you to target very specific things like people who've liked the Zillow page or Realtor.com. I like to let it stay open with my targeting and let Facebook do its thing. Facebook is much better at figuring out who these ads should go in front of based on how they're interacting with them than me trying to guess who this should go in front of. So, instant forms. This is going to be a form that pops up right on Facebook. This is what I'm going to leave selected here for this particular case. My Facebook page, I'm just going to use this Eric Transu Realtor page. If this is your first time creating an ad, you will need to click the view terms and accept those terms before it will let you proceed. So if you're stuck, that's probably what it is. Now, down here, we've got dynamic creative, you've got catalog, budget, and schedule. I recommend that you do $10 a day. You could do $5 a day. The more ad spend you put in here, the better chance of Facebook optimizing your ad and start getting you results quicker. So I've got agents and lenders I work with that are doing $30 a day, but I recommend $5 to $10 a day to start. $10 a day would probably be my number one recommendation for a new agent that's just getting their feet wet with ads. Now make sure that you have that ad spend, guys, right? If you're already hurting for money, Facebook ads are probably not the best place to start. I'd probably start with, open houses, door knocking, some more traditional forms of prospecting, because Facebook ads, I'll just be very honest, are most likely not going to be someone that's jumping in your car this afternoon and writing an offer today. So, there is a little bit of a lead time or lag time with these leads before they turn into something. And you got to make sure your follow-up process is in place. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you how I have a tool, Reply Ninja, that I've created that will follow up with these leads. So let's keep going here. I'm just going to put $5 a day for this one, just as an example. Okay. Now, what we're going to do here, audience. We want to choose our audience. So make sure on this, you don't want to target all the United States. I'm going to click edit here. Okay. I'm going to search locations and I'm going to search Long Beach. And we got Long Beach, California right here. And you don't want to go any lower, or I mean, the lowest you could go is 15 miles on a radius, guys. This is a Facebook setting for housing ads. You can go higher. You just can't go lower than 15 miles. I will leave that default for now. Ages, because of fair housing agreements and rules with Facebook, you cannot target down to specific audiences using a housing ad. So just leave all of this default. Placements. A lot of people will use advantage placements. And this will just let Facebook optimize for the best place to do it. You can start here. After running a lot of ads, I find that I like to edit this, but you can leave it. You'll be fine here. You'll probably still get great results using advantage placements. I like to edit it myself. I switch this to manual placements. And then I turn off. If you have Facebook or Instagram, you can leave that on and run on Instagram. In this case, this account I'm connected to does not. So I'm just going to turn off the audience network. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to uncheck everything except this Facebook feed. So Instagram feed, all this other stuff, I'm just going to uncheck except for this one that you see, the top one, Facebook feed. Like I said, if you have Instagram, you could leave your Instagram feed on as well. I turn off stories and reels. Like I said, test this out, guys. Your results may differ depending on the area that you're running your ads in. But for myself, I like to turn all of this stuff off here. So now we've got everything unchecked except for Facebook feed. I'm now going to click next. So we had our campaign was first, right? What are we doing? We're trying to get leads. That's where we selected there. Then we have our ad set. Who are we targeting? Okay. It's required if you would like your ad shown on. Okay. And then the last one is what ad are you showing? And so this, we're just going to say Long Beach Map is going to be my ad name. Long Beach Map. Okay. And then we're going to go down here. I'm going to say use a single image or video. I'm going to uncheck multi-advertiser ads. I am then going to delete what I already have here and I'm going to click add media. I'm going to add an image and I'm going to click the upload button and I'm going to upload that map of Long Beach and then I am going to select it. Okay. And click next. I'm going to leave this as is original here checked off and I'm going to click next. And then I am just going to cancel out of this. Okay. Now we've got our primary text. We've got our headline. This is what's going to show on the ad. So for the headline, I like to use, and I'll show you that here in a second. I'm just going to grab a text document here that's going to have some of this stuff, and I'll include this in the school group. So if you join the school group, it will be there. So for our headline, I'm just going to put view these homes here. Okay. I'm going to, for the primary text, I am going to add this here. I'm just copying on from a different document, guys, so I know I'm talking and you're not seeing that, but I am going to put that here. So I'm going to copy this primary text right here. So we're going to change this city name right here to Long Beach and surrounding area homes for sale. We've created a free list of homes located in and the surrounding areas under, and then you could put a price point in here, like a medium price point. You know, you could come over here to Google and say average home price in Long Beach, CA, and you could see Realtor or Zillow says $844,933. So we could say under, let's say $850,000. Okay, these are some of the hottest listings right now. Some of these homes even qualify for special financing. Click below to view these homes. You'll see a lot of this same type of copy, guys. There's a ton of great people out there on Facebook that will show you ads that are working for them right now. So, you know, go ahead and just test these out. And then description, you don't have to put anything there for a description. Call to action, go ahead and switch that to learn more. Okay, so you see that button switch over here on the right side. And then what I want to do here is I want to create a new form. So this is the form that is going to pop up when they click that learn more button. So by clicking that create form, I'm going to now do continue. I do like to click settings here and change this to open so that if someone shares your ad, that person could also click on the learn more to fill out the form. Without doing that, they will not be able to. I like to leave this on more volume. I am going to change this form name to Homes List Long Beach. Okay, and I'm going to put the date here just because I have other stuff. Okay, intro. Okay, I'm going to choose use the image from your ad. So it's just going to pull that map image as the background right here. And then we have our greeting. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this in here. Check out our custom list. of Long Beach homes. And then, you don't have to put much here. I'm just going to put right here in this paragraph, these homes are updated in real time and more up to date than Realtor and Zillow. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. We're going to have our questions now. So what I like to do, first of all, down here, you got email and full name. I like to add a category of phone number. I want the phone number there. I like to move the full name up to the top and then have email and phone number. One of the things you will want to put in here is this. Let me copy this out of here. Like I said, all of this will be in the school group in a document, guys, so if you need that. So it's going to say, please submit your info so we know where to send the custom list of homes, okay? And then one thing I like to do is I like to add a custom question here. And so my custom question is going to be a multiple choice question, and it's going to say, do you need to sell a home? And then I like to add the answers of yes, no, and then I like to add a third one here of possibly. So now what this does, guys, is you're running an ad for buyers, right? A list of homes, but you're filtering out the sellers within those buyers. So people that actually need to sell before they buy a home, or possibly need to sell before they buy a home. We're going to scroll down a little bit more here. So what we've got here now is a privacy policy. If you have a website through your brokerage or a brokerage site, you could go ahead and use a privacy policy from there. For instance, let me just go, I have a KV Core site through my brokerage. So let me just open that up real quick. If you use Reply Ninja, I have a privacy policy for you in there. So if you're a Reply Ninja user, just let me know and I'll show you where to grab that. But you got a privacy policy here on my KV Core side. I'm just going to copy that out of here, go back to Ads Manager, and the link for the privacy policy is here. The link text is privacy. Okay. And then the last thing we got here, message for leads. So now we've got thanks, you're all set. Okay. So what you could do, you want to change this up, right? So I like to send them to a survey from this section here. So I'll show you a version that I have. Let me just go here. I like to put this on my last piece here. One last step, customize your list. Now, if you don't have a survey piece, if you're not using a Reply Ninja, obviously don't do that. You could say something like, view the details of this property, and then, click view property below to see the latest price, photos, and info. Okay, something like that, and then go to website, and then you can link it right to that property on your IDX site. Oops, sorry about that. On your IDX site. So let's do, I'll just go back to my KV Core site. This could be an MLS sheet. It could be whatever you want, but let's just go down here and grab this. It's not gonna let me do it because I'm not logged in, but just grab the link to your property, or it could even be a property page that your photographer gives you. So I'm going to put the link right there. And then obviously we told them up here to click view property. So you want to change the call to action to view property. Okay. Like I said, I do something like this on mine where it says one last step, click the customize lists button below so I can get a better feel of what type of home you're searching for and create you a customized list. So I like to do it that way, but just know that you could do it either way there. So let me go back and finish off this ad. Okay, so now we've got view property. We're going to create this form. So right now we're creating that form. And then all we need to do now is click publish on this ad, and it will publish to our Facebook page. If you have a brand new account, you've never run ads before, it could take a while. Mine seemed to get approved rather quickly, but that's all you'll need to do to launch an ad. I'm just going to go back here real quick because there is a red verifying your changes, Instagram search placement. So it looks like we might have Instagram still checked down here somewhere. So let me just go here real quick and take a peek. Facebook feed, not seeing it. So let's just click next and see what happens. Next, and I'm going to click publish. Let's see if we get an error here. No, it looks like it's publishing fine. So what will happen here, once we publish this ad, I'm just going to close out of this. You will see that it goes to draft mode, then it's going to switch over to processing, and then in review, and then it will be approved. Okay, I'm actually going to turn this off so that it doesn't launch. Now, let's jump into Reply Ninja here. Let me just make sure that this ad is not processing. I don't want it to launch. So still there, but it's off, so it's fine. So let's go into Reply Ninja now. So this is the Reply Ninja interface. If I wanted to do that exact same thing to launch an ad, it's very easy in here. I just click on Ninja Ads down here on the bottom left. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Launch New Campaign. I'm going to choose Facebook as my platform. I'm going to choose Ninja Approved Ads. So I'm constantly adding templates in here that are working for me, the agents, and the lenders that I work with. So this is very similar to the one we just used. I'm going to go ahead and select this one. City name, Long Beach. Average price, I believe we put in $850 on that other one. Campaign type, lead form, budget $5, website. Okay, this is either going to be that property that we talked about, or we're going to send it to a survey page. So my survey page for this account here, I should have had this open already, but let me just go into the survey page here. So let me go back one step. And all of these funnels will be in your account if you are a Reply Ninja user, but my website here is going to be, let me just see where I have it. So I don't even have this selected to a domain right now, but let's go to homes.erictransu.com. Okay, so now let's let that save. If I come here and I go to homes.erictransu.com, it should take me to a survey page. And let me just go ahead and connect this, make sure it's all good. You won't have to do this, guys, after your first time, but I'm just showing you inside Reply Ninja where this happens. So I'm going to go down to my domains now, and I've got my homes.erictransu.com, and I'm going to edit this, and my default page is going to be my survey page. And if we save that now, and I refresh this, let's see what happens. Okay, now we've got our survey here. So this is a survey page we could send them to. Okay, so let's go back into Ninja Ads, and we'll do that same thing now that we've got that link. Okay, so Ninja Ads, very simple here. We're going to click Launch New Campaign. We're going to click Facebook, then Ninja Approved Ads. I'm going to select this basic homes list ad to select. It's going to ask me for the city to use in the copy of the ad. I'm going to say Long Beach. I'm going to say 850,000. My lead form is going to be at $5 a day. This is going to be homes.erictransu.com. And then we got optional info here, guys. Don't click launch campaign yet. So we've got our lead form. I like to edit the lead form name. So I'm going to say homes list, Long Beach. I'm going to do number 2 since we just did one, and then I'll just do the date again. Custom audience, we don't need to change that. Location, I would come here, choose city, and I would type in Long Beach. This is Long Beach, California, and that's going to be a 15-mile radius, remember. Add media, I'm going to upload media. Okay, so I'm just going to choose image. I'm going to choose a file here, and I'm going to choose that map that we created earlier, and I'm going to save that. So that's going to pull our map in there. Our ad text, so you don't have to touch anything here, but it's already got the headline that we created in that last one. It's going to populate this with Long Beach because we put city name of Long Beach up at the top of this page. So it's going to say Long Beach and surrounding area homes for sale. We have created a free list of homes located in Long Beach. It's going to fill that in again, and surrounding areas under that $850 price that we put at the top of this page. These are some of the hottest listings right now. Very similar to the same ad we did before. We could come in here, we could put our privacy policy again. So let me just throw that in there. And that's all you need to do. Then you're just going to scroll back up here, and you're going to click Launch Campaign. Okay, now this campaign is going to be pushed out to Facebook. It'll probably take about a minute to a minute and a half in order to do this. But you saw I was able to create all that right from the Reply Ninja interface without having to go into the Facebook ads interface, which is constantly changing. So sometimes you'll log in there and it looks much different than you did when you logged in last time. It also makes it very difficult for me to create training around that, because even watching the first part of this video, when you log into your ads interface, it may look different than what I was seeing in there. So I love creating my ads through Reply Ninja because this always stays the same no matter what goes on the back end or front end of the Facebook ads interface. So I launched them from here. You could create multiple ads from here if you want to split test. You know, let's say you got $10 a day. You could put $5 on one, $5 on another. Let them run for a certain period of time till they get a certain amount of clicks. And there's some things that I have you look at as far as KPIs when trying to figure out if an ad is working or not. And then shut off the one that's not working. You know, test different images against each other, test different ad copy. You could split test where you send the links. Like I said, I like to send to a survey. The way Mine is set up through Reply Ninja for all the users that use Reply Ninja. And you can see this ad is launched now, right? So this ad has been submitted to Facebook. So in fact, if we go back into our ads manager and I refresh this here and go to campaigns, let's just go back to this campaigns tab. You will see here that this will actually show up here in a second. Okay, so there we go. New leads campaign. So we got right here, Eric Transu lead form. So that's going to launch here. Let me show you one last thing before I finish up. And now all I need to do to connect this is to go to settings here. We're going to go to integrations. I'm going to click on Facebook form mapping. You're going to see our Facebook lead form that we just created right here, number 2. I'm going to map the field. So I'm going to map full name, phone number, email, and then I'm going to drop down right here until I see Facebook lead form. And you won't see this many in your account, guys. I just test a lot of stuff. But Facebook lead form, do you need to sell? So whatever they answer there, yes, no, or possibly, is going to be pulled into their contact record in Reply Ninja. And then the last thing I need to do is go to automation, and I'm going to click on this right here, edit this. I'm going to open this workflow, and this is how things are followed up with in Reply Ninja. And I got more videos on this stuff, but I'm going to add a new trigger here, and it's going to say Facebook lead form submitted. And I'm going to add a filter here, and we're going to choose that lead form. So in form, and then we're just going to find our form. So I'm just going to type number 2 to make it easy. Homeless Long Beach number 2. I'm going to save that trigger and click save. And now when someone submits a lead on that ad, it's going to trigger a bot that will then follow up with that lead, and I will create a different video showing what that bot does to interact. So 2 ways to launch an ad, guys. The first part of this video was the manual way. Second half of this video was using Reply Ninja to just point click, use a template that's already working, and launch your ad rather quickly. All right, I'll see you guys in a future video.